Good morning, Esteban.
Good morning, Mr.
Nice to hear from you again. Good. Today we are learning 8.4. This is chapter 8, lesson 4. Properties of a circle. The learning objective, there's two learning objectives today. We need to identify the parts of the circle and we need to find the central angle measurement. So let's have a look. We have some keywords here. Circle, as you know, is the circle. I hope my circle looks good. Circle is the circle. Okay, so that doesn't need any explanation. We have central, okay, or center of a circle. Center of the circle is here, right there. Okay, right in the middle. That little dot is the center of a circle. Okay, now arc. Okay, what is the arc? Okay, arc will be the part of the circle which is here. Like for example, if you choose this bit, it's a curved part here. So this we call the arc. Are you guys with me?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the arc. Okay? So I can put here the arc. Arc. It's basically that line. Okay? Next one we have the radius. Okay? I want you to remember, radius is the line which leaves in the corner or any part of the circle and touches right in the middle. So let's choose here. We can choose from here or anywhere. This line is called the radius. What do we know about the radius? It's right in the middle and it touches the center point. Are you happy with that?
Yes.
Good. Next thing we need to know is the diameter. So this is the radius. Let me just put that word for you. So radius. Okay, next one is the diameter. So the diameter will be the line which leaves the corner to corner and it have to go through the center point. So that means this line which will go through all the way here. Okay? So we call this the diameter. Please write down so you know exactly if I ask you to identify, you can identify the diameter. Yes? We happy with that?
Yeah.
Good. So now we want to know the chord. Okay? What is the chord? The chord is a line which does not go through the line. It does not go through the center. So basically, we can choose the chord to be anywhere. We can choose it from here to here. We can choose it from here to here. As long as it doesn't go through the center point and it touches two corners, we will call that the chord. So this line is the chord. Are you guys happy with that?
Yeah.
So write down the chord as well, okay? So this is the chord. Okay? You all get that?
Yes.
Alright, so we get the chord. Next one is a segment, it's a line segment, basically. Next one is the central angle. Okay, what is the central angle? Central angle is the angle which is made by two radius. So if this radius and this radius touch each other in the middle, this angle is called the central angle. Are you guys happy with that?
Yes.
So the central angle could be this one, it could be this one. Okay? So this is the center of angle and it's made of two radii touching each other. You happy with that?
Yes.
Okay, so let's do this one now. The sector now. Sector. What is the sector? Okay. Sector is this part. If we divide the circle into four parts, like for example, this part is called the sector. Yes?
On the other side.
Okay? On the other side is the other sector. So that will be another sector as well. Okay? So we have a sector here. So let me just highlight that so you know exactly what I mean by the sector. So this will be a sector. Yes? This, I'm going to just put that line here. So what do we call here?
Sector.
The sector. So the sector is a piece of the pie or a piece of the sector. So if you want, you can write down sector, yeah? So this is the sector. Let me just put it there, sector. We all get that? Yes. This one is the diameter. Here, this is the central angle. So this is the central angle, yeah? I will call it CA. So that stands for CA, central angle. Are you with me, girls?
Yes.
Good. And we know the sector as well. So we have all our keywords. Great. So if I ask you to identify, like remember like the way we did it, if I put here, let's say A and B, and I ask you to identify what is can you identify the sector? The sector is going, the chord is going to be AB, right? So all you have to do is say the chord is A and B, and just draw a line on top. Can you do that?
Yeah.
So you are identifying the center. Now if I ask you to identify the diameter, if I give a names here, I say okay, so this is B. If I call it C, D here, then you will call the diameter is
CD.
CD. So you have identified it. It's a segment, line segment. It's not arrow. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's a CD. That's your diameter. Can you now, so we have, if we call this E, say E, F. Can you now identify the radius?
Yes.
The radius will be what?
EF.
So it's going to be EF. EF. There you go. What about the arc? The arc, we can also call it, okay, the arc, because it's a circle,
G.
it's a half a circle. We need to identify the arc. So the arc is going to go, it's a line segment as well. Okay? So, okay, because those are straight lines, we will just leave it like that. But you know which the sector is, you know what is the chord. Okay? So we happy with that?
Yes.
Okay, now. The circle is very useful device. We use it to divide things up. Like for example, if we want to divide the economy, like we say, the economy of the country depends on the petrol. So the petrol, how many sectors we divide? We have to divide the petroleum, we have to divide, like for example, the defense, the education, the healthcare, the police, all those sectors have to be divided. So each will be use the pie chart. So for example, if we have a circle, and let's say this is roughly, it's not exact data, but I'm just using it as an example. So let's say if we use this, if we divide this into 3 parts, so this is our center one, and we use here, we use another one here, and we use here. Okay? So let's say those are 3 different sectors. Yeah? So if we use those, like let's say if we use these three different sectors, we take an opinion poll. We say we ask 100 people, what is their opinion about something. So if we ask the opinion, and say, like for example, how many people are for it, how many people are against it, and how many people have no idea about it. Like for example, on this sector, we define, like some people they will say they are against it. So 32% is against. So 32% is against it. Okay, now we will have, say 65% is for it. So let's say 65% will be for it. Let's just raise order that. So 65% will be for it. Now 10%, is small amount. This 10% will be uncertain. They don't know. Uncertain. Yeah? So for example, they don't know. They don't know. Like this could be anything. Like for example, you already know Kuwait is no tax paying. For example, people who come to work here, they don't pay tax. But in UK, you have to pay a lot of tax. So for example, let's use this example. In Kuwait, we ask a lot of people, we ask like 1,000 people or 100 people. How many of you would like to tax? So if we tax, let's say 65 people will say, 65% will say, well, let's do tax. Let's take tax from people, like the UK does. 32% will say, no, it's not a good idea. People will go back, everybody will leave Kuwait, let's not tax. So 32 people will say against it. 10% will say, we are not really sure. Okay? So this is how we use the pie, the circle. It represents each circle of parts. Does that make sense? So now what will happen is, I could ask you, can you find this angle? Can you find this angle? Okay, first of all, you need to know angle in a circle add up to 360. So if we look the angle in a circle, all of it, all the way around, how much is it add up to? 360 degrees. Are you with me? Remember when I was teaching you angle on a straight line is 180?
Yeah,
So this is 180 and this is 180, so that will add up 360. Yes?
One is 90 degrees.
So each one, this is 90, this is 90, this is 90, this. So when you add all of it, how much is it? 360. So now if I ask you, what is this angle? How much is this angle?
90 degrees.
What will you do?
90 degrees.
It's not 90 degrees because we didn't say it's 90 degrees. Right, so what we have to do is, to find that, we need to say, it's 32, right? We have to say 32, can you see this?
No.
Okay, I got here. So, we say 32% times 100. Sorry, times 360. Okay? So we need to multiply these two. Okay? Remember, percent means divide by 100. So if I divide this by 100, this will become 332 divided by 100 times 360. Okay? So remember, any number divided by 100, you move the decimals twice. So this number will become 0.32 times 360. Now when I multiply these two numbers, what do I get? I get 115.2. So this would be 115.2, and this is the answer. This is the angle. So this is how we find the angle. Okay, let me just quickly recap. If you're asked to find an angle of the sector, what you have to do is you need to divide that by 100, because percent means divide by 100. And then you need to multiply by 360, because all of it is 360. When you multiply that and you make this decimal, this will give you 115.2. So I hope you will all be able to find, if I ask you, find the angle. So we learned two things today. The first one, we can identify parts of the circle, and we can find the central angle measurement, which is did here. How do we do it? We multiply the percentage of the angle to 360, and that will give us the measurement of the angle, the degree of the angle. Is that clear, girls?
Yes.
Do you all understand?
Yes.
Does anybody have any question?
No.
You have no question. Good. So can you all say share and whatever you say? Oh, that doesn't make sense. Can you say it together? You say the share first, yeah? Share. Oh, okay. That's good. Share, like, and comment. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.